women is nearly ready to go here in Arasha. And they are going Arasha, Brazil at the first round of the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup.
Good start for Sina Fry, specialised rider. Evie Richards as well, getting into pedals pretty quick.
As they head out onto the course proper for the first time, it's Zina Fry who's in the lead from Jen Jackson, Jenny Rissveds, Evie Richards as well. The tempo high at the start of this one.
Yeah, this is a whole new experience for Maxwell. Big step up, but to actually there be leading it.
She's a really interesting athlete as well. She really rides on emotion. We saw that after the short track yesterday and manages to channel that emotion really positively. There's the chasing pack, and there is your leader. Samara Maxwell having a really good dig at this one from deep. Legs on fire, lungs on fire. She won't feel that now. This is within her grasp, Samara Maxwell.
Deep breaths, just relax, stretch the hamstrings a bit.
Samara Maxwell is going to become the first elite level woman from New Zealand to win a UCI Cross Country World Cup. It's going to be her first Cross Country World Cup win. And the battle for second rages behind her. She won't care about that. Today's been all about Sammy Maxwell. Samara Maxwell wins in Arasha. Behind her, Nicole Kohler. Best Sevilla Blanc to second place. Blanc's third. Alessandra Keller home in fourth place.
You're going to be the one to watch this season now. Calm down, it's been one race.
Get ready to go racing here in Arasha. And the lights eventually turn green and we are off and racing at the second round of the UCI Cross Country Short Track World Cup. Zina Fry makes an absolutely superb start. Jen Jackson alongside her, then Sevilla Blanc as they head onto the climb for the first time, Ollie.
And it was Evie Richards. Sina Fry just cut her front wheel out, so Richards a little bit, just moving up the outside, but not the best start.
And it's all kicking off at the front. It's now the UCI Cross Country Short Track World Champion Evie Richards, the white jersey with the rainbow stripes and the number 10 Trek, leading the way from Jenny Rissveds. Nicole Kohler has yet to win a UCI Short Track World Cup. Evie Richards wants to become the most successful short track rider in elite women's history, moves to the front now. Now Richards has to get going. Is she going to take Pauline Ferrand-Prévost's record from her? As they head on to the finish straight. Evie Richards digs deep, Nicole Kohler digs deep. Evie Richards takes Pauline Ferrand-Prévost's wins record from her. Evie Richards, the most successful elite woman in cross-country short track history. The gun goes, the lights turn green, and they are off and racing in Novo Mesto Namarave. And it's the UCI World Champion Puck Peterson of Alpecin de Koning who leads them down this really long start-finish straight and onto the start loop, Ollie. Alessandra Keller is currently out Puck Peterson. And Candice Leal, wow. I wonder if there's a problem here for Puck Peterson. Or have the legs just gone away from her? It's a flat tire. It's a rear flat for Puck Peterson. Well, you got to go back to 2023 in Leogang for Mona Mitterwallner's last cross-country Olympic World Cup win. The rider's currently sitting in third place. Excuse me, there she is in the blue. She's got past Keller. Yep. Keller's looking like she's on the ropes here slightly. Maxwell attacking through this descent. Different line to Lil, more aggressive. Takes the inside, gets the job done. Mitterwallner through there as well. Super aggressive descending from Mitterwallner, the Austrian. They are on to the final lap here at the third round of the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup for the elite women in Novo Mesto Namarave, one of the biggest days in cross country racing. Before this race got underway, 15,000 fans through the gates. It's filled up even more since then.
Mitterwallner attacking Sammy Maxwell.
Sammy Maxwell made history in Arasha earlier in the year when she became the first Kiwi to win an elite women's cross-country UCI World Cup. She's going to make a bit more if she can become the first one to make two, but Mona Mitterwallner's riding away from her here. Sammy Maxwell gets the message, stands on the pedals, tries to follow her. Only Beckinsale can hardly watch in the booth. Mona Mitterwallner, it's nearly there, it's nearly done.
I think it's going to be a drag race.
This is going to be an absolute full gas charge towards the line here. Here we go. Mitterwallner hits the asphalt. Maxwell hits the asphalt. Who's it going to be? Samara Maxwell riding back towards the Austrian now. Mona Mitterwallner grits her teeth. This is it. Is she going to take her first UCI World Cup win since 2023 in Ligier? Mona Mitterwallner heading for glory here in Novo Mesto na Morave. Maxwell struggling to close the gap. They stand up. It's going to be a sprint finish. Mona Mitterwallner versus Sammy Maxwell here in Novo Mesto na Morave. And it's Mona Mitterwallner who gets the job done. Mondraker have their first ever UCI cross-country World Cup victory. And it comes courtesy of an absolutely unbelievable ride from that young woman on your screen now, Mona Mitterwallner. Getting it done in Novo Mesto na Morave. Third place will go to Candice Lil. The UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup, and they are off and racing, and a really, really good start from Evie Richards. In the red and blue of Trek Factory Racing, there is your UCI World Champion, Puck Peterson, who puff on the cheeks, heads up the climb for the first time.
And it was a shocker for Sammy Maxwell. See, middle of the pack, missed her pedal and just caused a bit of chaos. Here, about 20, 25 back.
Puck is working harder on the Whoop Live, 172 beats per minute, plays 160 for Leogang Lecomte. Peterson, 185 beats per minute in the red zone already, zone 5, so she's going for it here, Ollie.
Yeah, and this is probably the hardest climb of the lap. It's just right in front of you, super steep. And this is the bit where you need to just dip into that zone 5, crest the top, but you do get recovery after. That's the one benefit, so you're going to see these peaks and troughs on this course.
Yeah, down to 7th already, Mitterwallner. Puck off and running up around this grassy turn, and those are those cyclocross skills, Ollie, just knowing when actually getting off and being on foot is as quick as trying to pedal. He'd be a brave man to bet against her at this point. 1 minute and 12 away from Sammy Maxwell in second place for the Flying Dutch woman, Alpecin de Koenig's Puck Peterson.
Yeah, and some redemption for last week. We thought she was going to do that double in Novo Mesto. Flat tyre in the cross country.
It's so interesting, isn't it? We're so early into the season yet, not even halfway. But already, it feels like in both downhill and cross country. What a ride from this woman for Alpecin de Koenig. It has been metronomic. Puck Peterson gets ready to do the double for the first time in her mountain bike career. The UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup in Leogang goes to that woman, Puck Peterson. Total domination in Austria from the Dutch rider. She rode away from them in lap 1 and she stayed away. And it's the new XDR that's got the job done, Puck Peterson. High pressure, high altitude off the start line. Bit of a fumble from Jen Jackson, gets slowed up by the pack. Meanwhile, it's a good start for Ronja Blurtlinger on the right-hand side for Liv Factory Racing. She swings round the right-hand corner first. Yolanda Neff got off well as well. But Puck Peterson is getting swollen up by the traffic, Ollie.
Yeah.
I empathise. Ronja Blurtlinger leads away ahead of Sammy Maxwell. Blurtlinger goes down, no, loose the front end. And now Sammy Maxwell has been collected by that crash. Trying to get back in their pedals, and now Isla Short can come back into things. We have seen that right-hander take down some of the biggest names over the years as they head out onto what used to be called the red zone climb. And look at that, this is altitude riding at its most merciless. I mean, if you're in with the elites, and there Sammy Maxwell has got mechanical problems. It's a rear wheel change for the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup overall points leader. She picked up a puncture somewhere, Ollie, and that has forced the Rock Rider team. The chains off the front ring as well. Oh, it's all going wrong. So that is going to put her out. We're seeing her name fall down the order in amongst Evie Richards in around 8th for 9th position. So not a total disaster for Maxwell, but straight away back onto the pedals, trying to get back towards the front of this race. Is it a crash if you're still holding on to the bars behind her, though? Samara Maxwell just loses the front wheel right at the bottom of that rock garden, and if you're going to lose it anywhere in there.
But the speed that Maxwell was coming into the top of that.
Yeah. The importance of aggressive descending as we head into the rocks. And Peterson in trouble again. Puck Peterson off the bike and off the course here in Palar and Sal Andorra. Meanwhile, behind her, Martina Berta sneaks through into the lead. Oh, and there's drama on board that canyon of Puck Peterson, and Ronja Blurtlinger can't get past. What about this for a ride from Sammy Maxwell on the #1 bike? A champion's ride if ever I've seen one.
But if I was in a group, well, this is one section where you want to lead into that difficult rocky descent.
Has a little look over the shoulder. Rissveds inscrutable in second place. Berta riding so close behind Jenny Rissveds, marking her every step of the way. Samara Maxwell again yo-yoing back onto the front. Here we go up this big long climb for the last time. Look how hard Alessandra Keller's fighting to stay in touch here. Meanwhile at the front of the race, here comes Sammy Maxwell.
The climb just crests, then it's a long false flat.
She refuses to stay down. She refuses to be beaten here in battle-hardened Sal. Maxwell attacks again at the top. How many times are we going to see these battles fought out at the top of this climb? We saw so many of them at the Worlds last year, and this year it's Samara Maxwell who gets to the top of it. Samara Maxwell knows now the job is simple. Stay ahead of Jenny Rissveds. Simple to say, hard to do.
And this is a tough drag all the way up past the 4 cross. Backed out, Maxwell goes again.
Maxwell attacks again up this climb now. Where is Sammy Maxwell finding these reserves of horsepower? Here we go, the band strike up, and they strike up for this woman. It's been machine-like, it's been magnificent, it's been Maxwell at her very, very best. Samara Maxwell takes the win in battle-hardened Sal Andorra. What a performance from the Kiwi.
Oh, Greta! Greta, that was for you!
Great to see you, Val. Samara Maxwell, currently, there she is on screen. And then they go green and they're off and racing in Munson. And Ronja Blerklinger leads them away. Alessandra Keller in the red jersey. And Thomas Maxson looking extremely strong. But it's E.V. Richards who has a wheel out front.
And Sammy Maxwell, bit slow off the line there in the red overall leader's jersey. Needs to get a good turn into this corner.
As they head up to this all-important right-hander, we saw this pretty much the side. Well, Linda Indergaard was about to get swallowed up by the pack. Big smile on her face. Congratulations, Linda. An absolutely superb career, well raced, one of the very, very best.
But you see Jenny Rissveds now just starting to press on, already getting the gap, and actually the rider's needing to get around Linda Indergaard, because after that ferocious start, she's going to be a bit slow through this first technical section.
Rissveds moving away from the group.
On the start loop, I mean, we saw in Lake Placid, it took her a lap to get going, but here on the start loop, already putting pressure. And
see Rissveds picking her way through those tight little bermed corners. 2 minutes 17 to the good. Ahead of Samara Maxwell in second place, Zena Fry in third, Richards in fourth.
Key section for Jenny Rissveds, just on the last lap.
So technically good Rissveds as well, just that deep into a race, to be able to ride with that level of commitment.
Yeah, so far, so haven't seen on camera putting a foot wrong, and the time would suggest so as well, just consistently lap after lap.
Well, I can tell you by our timing screen in the booth, she's now got the biggest winning margin if the flag were to go out now. 2:59 currently for Rissveds, ahead of Samara Maxwell. Looks like she's standing up on the pedals and increasing that even more. She's going for a race win, the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Champion for Canyon Collective. What a season Canyon have had. What a season Jenny Rissveds has had. Look at the smile. It's maximum Rissveds in Munson, and she does a double for the second time this season. Jenny Rissveds takes the win in what would look like being a brand new record for winning margins as well. We'll have to get Sammy Maxwell across the line before we can award that, but Jenny Rissveds. But look at this. What a moment for Samara Maxwell and Decathlon Ford. This is what sport is all about. This is what brings us back to this cruel, cruel game every time out. Samara Maxwell is the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup overall title winner in 2025. Only her second elite season. What a victory. The first person from New Zealand to do it. A journey it has been over the last 3 years for this young woman. Her name will join All those who have won mountain biking's biggest prize on that trophy.